Unknown transforming robot. It's probably shit, but if I just bet a quid, it really won't matter.
Evening, ladies and gentlemen, Ray here. Not back from the Transformer transformation review thingy, no. But Dave, the wonderful Dave Wallace, Wally Wallace. Where's Wally? There he is. Posted up a vid recently, and I'm sure you're all there's a little free-zone excitement in the community about this. The community, Dave. That's why we're doing it. Other community. The wife-swapping community. Throw your keys in the bag there. And so it's 10 questions getting to know a Transformers fan. Now, Dave, did you know that the questions that you have in the description box, if indeed that is what it's called, I don't trust it, are slightly different from the questions as to which you uttered them during the course of a video. Think on, young man. He looks good, doesn't he, Dave, these days? Dave, you're looking well. You're looking really good these days. So, the first video I done 4 years ago, was it only 4 years ago? Have I only been YouTubing for 4 years? Wow, it seems a lot longer. Christ almighty. But the first video I done all those years ago, those few years ago rather, was Dave's first getting to know a Transformers fan video, which was a really good introduction. And I think it brought people into the fold, because it definitely brought me into the fold, and subsequently the other two, because this is number 3, I think, isn't it? Is this 3 or 4? Oh, this is 3. Or is it 4? I can't remember. They bring other people in the fold. So you're doing a really good service to the community as we know it and as it grows. But so well done, Dave. And you're looking fantastic. You really are. So the questions are, my understanding of the questions are rather, and that's slightly different. How long have you been a Transformers fan? I have been a Transformers fan since 1984. You do the spelling. I was there when Transformers first came out, and I collected them ever since they first came out. I went through a period in the 90s and the early noughties where I forgot that I loved Transformers. Like a lot of people did, I think. But it was rekindled, you know, about, what, 6 years ago, something like that, and it's been solid ever since. So, since 1984, and that's long enough. And it's been a very wonderful journey. Thank you very much. Question 2. This is the first proper reboot, I think, which is what is your standout Transformers moment? And I like that question because it's very, very clear for me what it was. What it is was, I'm mixing up my tenses there, just don't quote me. Picture it, Sicily, 1984. No, Auto Assembly 2009, which was my first auto assembly. Wasn't it my first auto assembly? Yes, it was my first auto assembly. My first auto assembly 2009 was and there I go again, standout TF moment. I was so excited because then I had been mad about Transformers for about 3 years, and I was going to a place where for the first time there were lots of other Transformers fans. And I nearly wet myself. I don't mind telling you, ladies and gentlemen. I was so excited. It was mind-blowingly good. Auto Assembly 2009 was fantastic. No, was that there in 2009? Yes. Auto Assembly 2009 was fantastic. 2010 was fantastic. 2011 was fantastic. 2012 is also going to be fantastic. Please come to Auto Assembly and you'll know what I mean. Favorite TF of all time? I think the first time I answered this, it was almost certainly Generation 1 Six Shot, and while he still numbers really, really highly up there. And there are bots that I go back to every time in my mind, like Cybertron, Megatron, and any of the Unicron trilogy, Scorponok, and a few others. But the one that stands out in an emergency every time is Transmel 2 Black Arachnia. She's so beautiful. She's like a cross between a birthday cake and a packet of venomous twiglets. I love her so much. Most prized TF possession? This is an easy one. Mint unsealed card, right? Rev. This guy is just so yellow and red, and he's got a little tin, and you can put him in the tin, and You can take him out of the tin, but that's never going to happen because he's mint unsealed card. Fuck that. I got an auto assembly for 150, I think. Now I could go with the easy stuff. I could go with the easy stuff. Like Generation 1 Scorponok. Complete. Yes, complete. Interesting thing about Scorponok. He's absolutely fantastic. But you need to have a bag secreted somewhere with all these bits in it. The other easy one is, of course, Generation 1 Triptychon, who is also complete. Once again, has a bag of stuff that you need to secrete and just keep nearby him in case he needs to transform in an emergency. They're all fantastic. But the one that's my most prized possession, look at this, it's an odd thing, I don't know what that is. At the minute, and I'm not sure why, because it's not that it's not particularly remarkable, but it took me a while to find it. And it's something I always wanted. And it's this. This is the very first Beast Wars edition of Primal and Megatron. What year was it released? I can't remember. But it's the very first it's the very first time we see them, and it's the only time that Prime has ever been a bat and that Megatron has ever been a croc. Now, of course, it's on mint unsealed card, and this displays. You may notice it missing from up here somewhere. I love this thing so much. There's a comic in it, Optimus Primal versus Megatron. You see, we've got robot points on the back. They may be worth something someday. You never know. You never know. And it also shows all of the other bots that you can get from the range. Look at Tarantulas there. Look, wouldn't it have been fantastic if Tarantulas had turned out that color? There's Megatron. Iguanus, who is a repaint and slight remold of Megatron. I've also got him mint unsealed card. Waspinator mistransformed, looking ridiculous. Dinobot, Razor Beast, all the rest of them. But this, I love the way this looks. I won't open this. One of the things I want to get from Auto Assembly 2012 is these guys separate, because this is going to stay in a packet. It is a prized possession of mine. I love it. Now, question 5 used to be, where in the world do you come from, Liv? And I think you've amended it, Dave. It wasn't clear to me. It was probably crystal clear to everybody else. But that is also 2 questions for me, because I come from Derry in Ireland, and I live quite near Dudley in the Midlands, in the Black Country. Very, very nice place. I like it very much. But I think now that question 5 has become, what is your favourite piece of Transformers fiction? I think that's what it is. This is an easy one for me. I have a few very significant pieces of Transformers fiction from my early childhood. And I have collected some since. Not extensively, but I would have to say... Ooh, yes. Autobots Lightning Strike. And question 6 is, outside of Transformers, what do you do? Well, I have curly hair. So, well, anyone else has curly hair will know what I mean. So that takes 6-7 hours a day. The maintenance, the upkeep, etc. And of course, the cost of having curly hair, it can sometimes be quite prohibitive. But, so that mostly, but, no, music. I work in music and performance art, but mostly music. Teach piano, teach keyboard, and I also work very closely with choirs. I'm a singer member of a couple of choirs locally, and but I also work as an arranger, song arranger for the choirs locally. But then outside of that, I work as a songwriter, mostly for theaters, but not exclusively for theaters. One semi-major recording artist so far has recorded one of my songs. And I do a lot of drama and music workshops for various community groups. And I really enjoy what I do. I really do enjoy what I do. I also work at the minute with someone in Ireland speculatively. That's an interesting word and not one that's very easy to say all the time. We have some feedback, some very positive feedback from songs that we've been co-producing with some DJs and DJ producers in Ireland mostly. So we shall see what happens. Question 7. What is the origin of your YouTube name? I love mess. I don't use my YouTube name because it's shit. It's a very poor second cousin to the one that I chose originally. I forgot how to sign in and I came up with one in an emergency, so fuck that. My YouTube name is Ray. That's short for Raymond. The origin of it is my parents. So, there you go. Question 8. Dave Wallace, I'm surprised at you asking this question again. Whose videos do you enjoy watching? Now, the original question was, outside of your own, whose videos do you enjoy watching? Who watches their own videos? I don't. No, but really, I'm not going to say which Transformer reviewers, Transformer related videos I watch because, I don't know, it's just a little unfair. It's like you're shitting on your own doorstep. There are some very obvious ones that I could mention, but I'm not going to mention any of them. I'm not going to mention any. But outside of that, what do I enjoy watching on YouTube? Now, I've changed this question ever so slightly. Just makes me feel slightly better about myself. I like watching videos about fundamentalists, religious fundamentalists, and people falling over. That's it. Question 9. Holy Grail, and you've changed this a little bit, Dave, and I'm pleased you did because now it's what Transformer would you like to see? There are Holy Grails all over the place, and they change according to the day, according to however a person feels. You know, so many things. What they had last night, whether there was cheese and pickle for tea. But what Transformers you would like to see? Now, this is what I want. I don't collect third party. I have the utmost respect for them, and I think they look fantastic. But if it's not Hasbro or TT, Takara Tomy, I really don't want it in my collection. There is a place for it, but it will not be in this room. It'll be somewhere else. So this is what I want. I want an official release from Hasbro, Takara Tomy, of Transmetal 2 Megatron. Now, you know what I'm going to say. Repainted as Snapdragon. And Optimal Optimus repainted as Apeface. That's it. Make it happen. And finally, question 10. If you could transform into anything, what would it be? Now, I'm trying to play the original card a little bit here. And as far as I'm aware, in the Hasbro Takara Tomy universe, HTT, oh, there you go, there has never been one of these. Great color, great name, the actual name of this vehicle, and it is a four-wheel vehicle for me, which is quite unusual, says it all. Big red bus, AEC, Rootmaster.
Now that's what